The Mississippi State Bulldogs hosted the Arkansas Razorbacks Saturday night. Prior to the game, Mississippi State honored the football seniors, including A.J. Jefferson, Richie Brown, and Fred Ross. In the game, Arkansas had the first possession and scored on the second play of the game. MSU quickly came back as quarterback Nick Fitzgerald ran 73 yards for a touchdown. First quarter seemed like a battle of the offenses as Arkansas scored again, followed by another touchdown by Fitzgerald in a 74-yard run. What was an exciting first quarter didn't turn out well for the Bulldogs, losing 58-42. But in the end, the seniors was sent off with lots of smiles and hugs because, as Dax Prescott says, it's not just the fans, it's the family. MSU is set to face Ole Miss in the Egg Bowl this Saturday night at 2:30 p.m. on the SEC Network. Now let's talk a little bit about hoops. The women's MSU basketball team hosted the number 8 team in the nation on Sunday night. And get this, folks, MSU not only won the game, but they dominated the entire night with a steady defensive attack and an even steadier offensive attack. The Bulldogs managed to hold the Longhorns to 68 points. Morgan Williams led the team with 23 points and 6 rebounds. She also had a staggering 93% from the free throw line. This is an impressive win for the Bulldogs as they are trying to bounce back from last year's season horrible loss to UConn, which, keep in mind, folks, is a national powerhouse. Head coach Vic Strafer is thrilled with the chance that his team has this year. The Bulldogs will be back in action November 25th as they travel to Hawaii to complete the Rainbow Hawaiian Showdown. Now let's talk about the men. The MSU men's basketball team finished strong in the Gildan Classic Tournament. After taking a loss to Central Florida in the open round, the Bulldogs were led by Quindary Weatherspoon and Eric Holloman, who scored 25 and 18 points, respectively, in their final 2 games of the tournament against Boise State and UTEP. The Bulldogs began their 5-game homestand this Friday against Lehigh. Now, let's talk a little bit about volleyball. It went down in the grist this Wednesday night as the Bulldogs made a historical comeback against longtime rival Ole Miss. At the start of the game, Ole Miss came out strong, defeating the Bulldogs 25-9 in the first set. But in the second set, the Bulldogs tried to compete and fell short to Ole Miss 25-18. After halftime, I guess that light bulb came on because the Bulldogs came back and they were ready to play, winning sets 3 and 4. In the 5th set, they crushed the Rebels 15-8. Freshman Emily Hill helped lead her team back to the comeback with 18 kills and secured their win over Ole Miss 3-2. For those of you who did not know, this is the 3rd straight win the Bulldogs have against the Ole Miss Rebels in volleyball. Now let's talk about cross country just a little bit. Last week in Tallahassee, Florida, the 19th ranked Bulldogs cross country team won the South Regional Championship for the first time in program history by beating the 14th ranked Ole Miss 66-67. Getting the win qualified them for the NCAA Cross Country Championship for the 2nd year after doing so in the first time in program history last season. Senior All-American Ryan Wedd Price will be making her 3rd consecutive appearance at the Nationals after being the lead runner in 2014. The cross-country team's appearance at Nationals give them back-to-back appearances for the past 10 seasons. Now, let's move on down to high school football. Starver High School will be in the market for a new football coach next season. Head coach Rick Woods has accepted the job to become the coach at Eupora High School, where he coached from 1990 to 94. Woods is also famous for leading the South Panola Tigers, a 74 historic winning record, which include a 60-game winning streak and 5 straight championships. Woods led the Yellow Jackets to a state title in 2015. Well, folks, that's all I have for sports. Back to you, Tommy, at the desk.